All right, hey you guys, it is December 27th. Full moon still in Cancer. Doing this reading at the hour of the sun. And today is Mercury's day. All right. Let's see who we're reading for. All right, I got Cancer in the 3rd house with Mercury here. All right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus. Let's see. Let me pull the chart real quick. Get some current transits happening at this time. So for Taurus 1st house, we got Jupiter and Uranus both retrograde at this time. Jupiter will be going direct on December 30th in your 1st house. All right, and obviously we just had this full moon in Cancer on the 26th, which was yesterday. All right, in your 3rd house of communication. Okay, what else am I seeing here? Mercury is currently in Sagittarius, which is your 8th house of transformation. Tunes into the energy of your deep emotional feelings and where you face your fears. All right, it is joined there with Mars in Sagittarius, as well as the asteroid Sirius in Sagittarius that focuses in on nurturing, all right, self and body care, as well as parenting and agriculture. All right, so let's see here for Taurus upcoming in 2024. Very significant where Jupiter conjunct Uranus, all right, on April 20th in 2024, going to be happening in your 1st house. All right, here you're going to be utilizing this powerful energy to take a creative project or an idea off the ground. All right, so good luck, fortune, prosperity, and abundance is all over this. All right, taking a leap of faith and staying optimistic. This is where you're going to be laying down some roots and making some strong foundations within yourself. Okay. Let's pull from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, being that we are at the hour of the sun. Okay. Let's see. For Taurus. So Saturn in Scorpio is what came out. This card speaks about an inheritance. All right. Saturn is the planet of structure, responsibility, of authority. All right. This card being in Scorpio, which for you, Taurus, is in your 7th house. This is going to be bringing, it looks like, discipline to your overall house of relationships, partnerships, contracts. All right. On April 23rd, we're going to be receiving the full moon in Scorpio, which is 3 days after that conjunction in your 1st house. All right. So the flower moon, very significant for planting new manifestations. Okay. That's what I see with that card. So you're getting some sort of inheritance here. All right. Some sort of inheritance. Now, Sagittarius rules over the 8th house, which is, you know, what we see on this card, Saturn being in the 8th house. All right, so again, we have Sirius there, Mars is there, and Mercury. All right, so maybe you're receiving some sort of communication about this inheritance that's happening. All right, getting yourself prepared for what's going to be happening upcoming, you know, in this new year for 2024. Okay, you're going to be nurturing whatever this inheritance is. Okay, this is big. Big. What do I want? What do I want? Let's get some of my astro oracle cards here. Let's see what this is all about. What is this inheritance all about? All right, so The full moon, again, it's happening in your third house of communication, all right, which we see here. Cancer's energy, third house, and Mercury, which rules over the third house, all right? So for you, some specific information coming in today. You could be in the spotlight when it comes to communicating out, all right, to possibly even a group of people, okay? Full moons are completions, all right? This is the last full moon of the year, all right? So the energy of the third and the ninth house can be very significant, as the sun is in your ninth house of higher knowledge, spirituality, foreign travel, involves philosophies, belief systems, all right? Let's see. We have for Taurus. Fourth house being very significant, which is going to be Leo's energy. We're going to be having a full moon coming up in your fourth house next month on January 25th. All right, so there's going to be another culmination coming in with the energy of the fourth house. The fourth house is ruled by the moon, all right? It's Cancer's energy, but specifically for you, Leo's energy is going to be there, all right? So maybe you're meant to complete some sort of project where it comes to something creative, all right? And possibly start something new. Remember, right now is the beginning of the winter solstice, all right? So right now is the time to harbor in all of your energy and really start focusing in on what's working for you, what's not working for you. We're letting it go, right? This is the last full moon of this year. This next beginning full moon for the year of 2024, again, happens in Leo in your fourth house, all right? So you could see things come to completion when it comes to the area of your home, okay? Again, some sort of change is happening within your first house, squaring over to this energy, all right? Come this full moon in Leo. Let's see, what else do we have here? Remember, we're going to have both of these energies both direct now by the time that full moon in Leo happens, all right? So, let's see. We're going to have Jupiter and Uranus in your first house direct by the time this full moon in your fourth house happens, all right? So now I'm seeing Saturn. Again, I just said structure. So it has something to do with, let's see, Saturn is in Pisces. Pisces falls in your 11th house. All right, house of companions. That's interesting. I like that Saturn is in your 11th house right now. Saturn actually rules over both the 10th and the 11th houses. All right, so Capricorn and Aquarius's houses. So whatever is being structured right now for you in your 11th house, it's going to be good for you. All right, because Saturn works well when it's in its original sign. It works at its maximum strength. Okay, so maybe those you're meant to associate with, all right, network with, the community of people that you're meant to be around at this time, you're being met with those people, all right? And this could be even people within your overall environment with the fourth house being here, all right? Leo is Aquarius's opposing energy. All right, so Aquarius for you, Taurus is going to be your 10th house of career. All right, but the sun is at its detriment when it's in Aquarius, and the sun will be in Aquarius when that full moon in Leo happens for you. All right, I'm going to pull one more, see what comes out. Maybe you've had a hard time finding a career that you actually enjoy, all right? But Leo in the fourth house, right? It kind of gives me the energy of not feeling really comfortable there, right? Because fourth house is ruled by the moon, All right. Leo's energy is ruled by the sun. So it's in its detriment there, right? It's not comfortable there. But you can always utilize the energy of structure within Pisces energy, the discipline, all right, the authority, the responsibility behind Saturn's energy in your 11th house to find those people that you want to collaborate with when it comes to overall long-term career goals. All right. South Node is what came out. South Node is in Libra at this time. And Libra sits in your 6th house of health and hard work. All right. This is your everyday to day routines. All right, it rules over the energy of your mind, your body, your spirit, right? Your overall health. All right, this is of you being of service to others. So maybe what you find at its detriment sitting in your 10th house, all right, with the sun in Aquarius at the time this full moon in Leo happens, maybe your main focus will definitely be here where your South Node is in Libra. Okay. Sixth house energy requires lots of detailed work. It requires lots of organization. Okay. It's an overall house that requires concentration. Okay. It's because you have to put a lot of hard work into whatever it is that you're doing. All right. So the South Node sitting there for you is asking you to find something, with Libra being there, obviously, that's going to help you balance out whatever your natural gifts are and what feels a little bit not easier for you to do, right? But something that works for you overall. And I feel like whatever it is, you're going to see some sort of inheritance come through. And again, Saturn is in Pisces. And Pisces at this time, well, it sits in your 11th house. So again, those that you are meant to come in to collaboration with, you are going to be paired with those people. Okay. Again, right now, full moon in Cancer, you could have at this time met these people, all right, through communicating with them. I'm seeing Mercury in the 3rd, which is in its original house, all right. This full moon in Cancer ending the year for you in the 3rd house. So getting yourself ready for that 4th house energy coming up next month. That's what I see so far. All right. 5th house energy is on the bottom of the deck. Your 5th house is going to be Virgo's energy. All right. So again, Virgo rules over the 6th house. All right. Which for you is where the South Node in Libra sits. All right. Some sort of karmic challenges you're dealing with there. But again, I'm seeing with the 5th house being presented right now, Virgo's energy being very significant. 5th house represents pleasure, love, creativity, and it's also ruled by the energy of Leo, right? The sun. So again, that full moon that's going to be happening in Leo on January 25th, the following full moon will be in Virgo. All right, so Virgo's full moon happens on February 24th of 2024, and that is a worm moon. All right, which means there's a focus on awakening new life, all right, after the cold winter months, and renewing and rebirthing something that you're trying to put into manifestation. Okay, so that's what I see there. Let's get some energy oracles on here. What do we see here for Taurus? All right, Taurus. Again, you could be changing homes. All right, you could have had issues pertaining to Libra's energy, right? With those people that you associate with. All right, so I see envy coming out at the bottom of the deck. This card speaks about lack, dissatisfaction, letting go of jealousy, and acknowledging the blessings that you already have, moving from a conscious of lack to one of value. All right, so maybe you were lacking, all right, some sort of value in what you see and what others have, right, when it comes to their home environment. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what comes out here with Saturn's energy. That wanted to come out, but it didn't. Okay, here we go. Wow. All right, so action. The action card speaks about willingness to work, energizing effort, continuing to take action, and trusting in your intuition. Again, Saturn sits in your 11th house. Okay. I like it. Again, Saturn is in its original house there. All right. So it's the power that you have behind the discipline, the structure, the authority, all of the ambition that you have on, you know, this current transit where Saturn sits in Pisces for you. It's working well because it's in its original house. All right. So let's look more into the South Node energy. Interesting. I see the number 17, which rules over the energy of the Star card, which is Aquarius's energy. All right, for you. In that specific house that it rules. Okay, I see all tied up. All right, so South Node in Libra for you. Again, that sits in your 6th house. All right, so lack of motion or sense of personal freedom, situation where you may feel stuck, drama around stopping you from moving forwards, negative habits, waiting on contracts, and time to cut the vines and make some serious changes in what you do for work. What did I just say? South Node is past karma, right? It's the karmic challenges that you've dealt with, past lifetime. Obviously, we're stepping into a new generation where we're required to expand, to grow very quickly, right? We have Pluto moving into Aquarius, all right? We have all these transits happening with Neptune and Pisces being at the last couple degrees of Pisces, right? We have Saturn that's in Pisces that's not very comfortable there. Depending for you, it's working well because it's in the 11th house, all right? The people that you're meant to associate with. So again, those that you're meant to meet, you're meeting, okay? Those that are keeping you tied up, you're noticing who those people are and you're removing yourself out of those situations. All right, again, you could have envy, all right, when it comes to your home environment. You need to move away from that energy. All right, that's what I see here. And again, you're inheriting something here with Scorpio's energy, a new partnership, relationship, or some sort of contract. All right, that's going to be happening, making some major changes by the time April comes for you. And that's spring season, right around the corner. We're officially here now in the winter solstice. All right, so by the time we have that conjunction, all right, with Jupiter and Uranus in your sign on April 20th, by the 23rd, we're going to be seeing some major changes there, all right, with that full moon in Scorpio. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's talk a little bit about the moon energy here. Let's get one from the original Moonology Oracle. Okay. Moonology for Taurus. Now, this Taurus placement doesn't necessarily have to be Sun, Moon, Rising. This could be Taurus and wherever it falls within your chart. All right, and because I'm seeing heavy Aquarius's energy here, all right, this reading could also refer to an Aquarius here pertaining to Saturn's energy being the ruling planet. I'm seeing the number 17th, and Taurus sits in the 4th house for Aquarius. All right, cardinal moon energy. This is going to be the upcoming third quarter moon we're going to be having in Libra. All right, so this third quarter moon in Libra is happening in your 6th house of health and hard work. All right, down at the bottom of the deck, we have that new moon in Cancer energy. All right, the new moon in Cancer doesn't apply up until we hit the summer solstice. All right, so right now we're at the winter solstice. Within the next 6 months, all right, it says you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so be bold in making the first move. Very significant. Again, this cardinal energy coming up with this last quarter moon. There's some readjusting that needs to happen. All right, it's time to surrender on certain things, right? And being open to forgiveness as well. Okay, so if there's anything you need to do here pertaining to those 3 things I just said, all right, cardinal moon happening. When is that date? With that cardinal moon in Libra, January 3rd. All right, happens at 10:30 p.m. last quarter moon in Libra. All right, that's what I'm seeing with the following cardinal moon. So obviously this full moon is a cardinal moon. It happened in Cancer. All right. But what I'm seeing overall within this next energy here that's coming up, that last quarter moon in Libra. Okay. Let's see here, manifestation for Moonology and what's happening for Taurus. All right, let's see. So Taurus, you are a fixed sign, all right, fixed earth sign. You are very stubborn. You may not want to be open to change, all right, but I see here you're being forced to change. South Node energy, all right. Past karma, Saturn's energy, discipline, all right, within the home environment. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. Full moon in Aquarius happens in Leo season. Okay. Again, Aquarius for you sits in your house of career. All right. So how can you move forward with a long-term goal if you're not being real with yourself and what it is that you actually want to do from now until the distant future? Okay. You have to be real with yourself here. All right. So what's being illuminated specifically on this card, again, it's your 10th house energy. All right. What are your aspirations in life? What's your divine life purpose? And I feel like that's what the divine is lining you up with right now. Okay. South Node right now is in Libra. South Node will be moving into Virgo, which is your 5th house energy. And it will then be challenging you on whatever you find to be pleasurable, all right, creative. Could even involve being challenging when it comes to if you're a kid, all right, your kid ages, where Saturn is asking you to really grow, all right, and mature. Okay. That South Node moving into Virgo in 2025, I feel like 2024 for you is focused on where Saturn is right now in Pisces. And again, that has a lot to do with the people that you associate with. All right. The North Node will then be in Pisces. Okay. And I feel that those that you are meant to associate with, that's where you will find your divine life purpose. Okay. Because after the North Node is in Pisces, it then goes into Aquarius, which is your career. All right. So within, I want to say the next 4 to 5 years is going to be very significant for your overall maturing and growing and expanding and finding what it is, what you want to do regarding career. Heavy focus in on your overall health, mind, body, and spirit. Overall, you being of service to others. Okay. And you learning how to be on a day-to-day routine. Okay. That's what I see so far. Because it's overall getting you ready for your North Node in Aquarius energy. And I believe that happens in, is it 2028 that the North Node goes into Aquarius? Give me 1 second, guys. I do have all this information here. I just don't have it pulled together yet. Let's see. North Node in Aquarius from July 27th of 2026 until March 26th of 2028. So within, again, the next, what are we going into 2024? Within the next 2 to 4 years, you're going to be expanding and finding what it is that you actually want to do regarding your career. All right. Your divine life purpose. All right. And then when the South Node goes into the sign of Leo, it's going to be opposing the energy of your home environment. All right. Which we see right here now, you're having some sort of challenges with. Okay. I overall like it. I don't think it's bad. Okay. I think this is really good for you. All right. And Taurus, Scorpio's energy for you, again, you're going to find a lot of difficulty within your relationships, your partnerships, contracts at this time. All right. Because Saturn is what came out right here. All right. But you could be inheriting something that's good. All right. Something's telling me pull this energy out of the book here, Saturn in Scorpio. Let's see what this is all about. This can involve situations involving long and patient work. All right. You may be an executor of a will. You could be selling on behalf of another person. All right. Or dealing with other people's property. All right. And managing an inheritance. That's what it speaks about. Okay. That's what I see so far. Okay. Let's get one from the Soul's Journey Oracle. Ooh, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. All right. So love. What does love mean for you, right? It's Scorpio's energy in your 7th house. And you know what? We just had the South Node in Scorpio and the North Node in Taurus. All right. So you've already stepped into the energy of self. All right. That the way that you're meant to present yourself out into the world, you had North Node energy there, which is the energy of good luck, of fortune, of your divine light purpose, and how you're meant to present yourself out publicly. Okay, let's see. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in all things. Heavy focus on self. As you notice, I just said something about the 1st house is all about self, right? So you may have pride in the person that you've turned into within these past couple of years, right? Okay. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. All right. So maybe you've learned how to release resentments from the past. All right. Again, I like it a lot. I'm seeing overall here the sacral, solar plexus, as well as the crown chakra colors. All right, sacral and solar plexus are going to be water and fire elements within your chart. Okay, and then the crown chakra is the element of thought. All right, so maybe your intellectual side has expanded massively. All right, and that I feel like intellectual, if you think about it, it's all air element, right? Let's look in your chart here. Let's see regarding water signs first. All right, let's start off there. The sacral chakra speaks about creativity. It speaks about intimacy. Okay. Let's see here where the water elements for you are. So Cancer, obviously, in the house of communication. All right, where that full moon is today. Okay. We also have Scorpio's energy, 7th house energy. Okay, so in the house of relationships for you. And then we also have in your 11th house. All right, so we just spoke about all these energies, and look at these amazing planets that we have here, right? We have in Cancer's energy, the full moon in Cancer. We just had Vesta that was in Cancer. All right, Vesta is the asteroid of spirituality. So you could be really tuned in overall to your spiritual side. All right, I don't want to say anything else about that, but more so in your spiritual side, whatever gives you an inner spark. All right, within communication. So you could be having vivid dreams at this time, things like that. It's a water element, right? Tuned into the energy of your intuition, possibly. All right, so Scorpio's energy in the 7th house of contracts. All right, we have Venus at this time that's in Scorpio. It's at its detriment for you. All right, so it doesn't really work well there, but if you utilize Venus's energy, it could seem a little bit over obsessive, a little bit too passionate about things when it comes to your overall relationship. So just be careful there. All right. But with Pisces being in the 11th house, I see you being disciplined. All right. And coming into the position of ambition behind those that you do want to associate with. And I see you being involved in a group of people that have huge imagination, right? Neptune and Pisces energy. All right. That's great. Those two planets working together there. And again, this upcoming year, we're going to have so many transits happening in your 11th house, all right, of Pisces. Let's look at it. So new moon in Pisces happens March 10th. All right, we have a Saturn retrograde phase that begins June 29th of 2024. The pre-shadow period starts on March 23rd. So you'll start feeling a little of those effects right after that new moon in March. All right, and then we're going to be seeing some creative aspects hitting early February for you. All right, where potential and ambition will start coming through with the artistic side of things for you. All right. And then I'm seeing here, May, you could find some challenges happening overall. All right. You could be self-criticizing. Try not to do that. All right. When it comes to your career and those that you associate with, just be careful. All right. Just be careful. Again, Saturn's working through your 11th house right now, bringing you in with those people that you're meant to be with at this time. All right. So Neptune's retrograde phase happens on July the 2nd of 2024, but the pre-shadow period starts on March 11th. So I feel like from March into April for you is going to be a heavy emphasis on so many different changes pertaining to the energy of those you associate with, all right, as well as your home environment, okay? Within self as well, all right? Just be careful. I see envy here, all right? So people from your home environment, all right, this could even be if you're in your younger ages, all right, and you need to mature with Saturn being here. This could be friends and or family members being envious of, you know, this overall growth that you've had, right? We just had the North Node in your sign, all right? But I see that you don't have pride, all right? Solar plexus energy is saying that you just have the power, the vitality, all right, the courage and the loyalty and all of that goodness in your fire element to strive for having love for yourself and overall within everyone else as well. All right. These colors are just amazing. All right. So let's move over to the fire element now that I explained the water elements in your chart. Let's look a little bit into fire now, because you are a fixed sign, right? Fire for you, 4th house energy, house of home, comfort, divine feminine energy. All right. I'm seeing here Sagittarius's energy falls in your 8th house. All right. So again, within your deep emotional feelings, it falls with having to face your fears. All right. And accepting the energy of transformation and transition. Okay. And I'm also seeing here, where is it? Aries for you falls in the 12th house. I love that. All right. So you not being afraid, all right, for the energy of utilizing your imagination. Okay. New moon solar eclipse in Aries on April 8th of 2024. It's going to be crazy for you come springtime. You're going to be seeing so many changes, all right? Let's see what happens here. Mercury goes into retrograde, all right, April 1st. So Mercury will be in Aries at the time in your 12th house, all right? So maybe you could be experiencing communication coming through the energy of your subconscious a lot. All right, so pay attention to your dreams. All right. The pre-shadow period begins in March. So March and April for you is going to be very heavy right now, especially because the North Node is in Aries. It's trying to get you prepared to associate with those that have a creative and a very imaginative mindset. Okay. I like that a lot. It's going to utilize, again, solar plexus energy, the fire within you, all right, to really start showing how you can express love for yourself as well as for others, all right? And again, this is all pertaining to the changes that are coming up that we're going to be seeing and experiencing involving your career, all right? Let's put these guys to the side. Look how these pastel colors came out so pretty, so pure, so like, oh, I love it. 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 All right. Let's put these here. Where am I at? 34 minutes. Insane. All right. Let's get one from the Dream Oracle deck, being that there's a heavy significance here on those that you're associating with. All right. North Node is in Aries in your 12th house. Has all to do with your dreams. All right. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. What's going on for Taurus here with the Dream Oracle? telling you. I'm telling you. Look at that. Gathering around the power of community. All right, so I'm going to read this out for you guys. 26 could be very significant. Look at that. The full moon in Cancer happened on the 26th of this month, which was just yesterday. All right. It says, the power of community, being safe and secure and allowing help. There are times when you need positive reinforcement from others. Perhaps your journey has made you tired just before reaching the proverbial finish line where your friends await to cheer your arrival. Know this. You are not alone, regardless of whether you think you are. People gather around to help with your next steps as you bring it forth from the cosmos into the beauty of life. There has never been another you before, and you have a unique relationship with your friends, family, communities, and all those who gather to help you in the unseen realms. Now is the time to allow assistance from others. Ask for it and trust that you will receive it. You are safe and secure right now in this moment, truly supported in your beautiful, amazing, complicated life. You are heard by angels, witnessed by the divine, and loved, yes, loved now and always by life itself. Whatever your query, you will find the help that you need to achieve what you desire, and you will not have to do this alone. You can count on it. I love that message. All right, down at the bottom of the deck was Herald for Change. All right, so be open of change. All right, change, open to change. That's what I see here. Again, you are a fixed sign. You are ruled, all right, by the energy of Venus. So you could be very loving, all right, but very stubborn at the same time. Okay, you are represented by the bull. All right, ready to go head to head. But I see that you're being, loved by those that are closest to you and helping you and on your guided journey here. All right, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's pull one from Zodiac Moon reading cards. Wow, eclipse in Aquarius. What did I say? Aquarius is very significant for you, your 10th house energy. All right, that one speaks about your deepest resolve rises and having some sort of awakening. All right, let's see. It says that this is the card of awakening. You're ready to try something completely new, an extraordinary coincidence, strange synchronicity, a new frame of reference, or an entirely new chapter will arise. If you're esoterically minded, studying a topic that intrigues you will give you a kickstart, a fresh spiritual enlightening chapter. I like it. This is a spiritual awakening. The more patient you are with yourself and your new understanding of the world, the more you will advance and appreciate your extraordinary circumstances. Due to the upheaval associated with revelations that occur during this phase, you may doubt your abilities. You may see your intuition as unreliable, yet the truth is that you are an awakened individual with a deep and inspired connection to spirit. This you can trust. Start believing you can trust your abilities. Avoid being easily distracted, restless, and unable to commit to projects. Digital and technological ventures can reach a new level. You may see your abilities and the digital world in a new light. Avoid being consumed by technology. Ensure you create balance in your life between technology and everyday concerns. During this phase, you may be seen as eccentric or someone eccentric enters your life. Be guided by your intuition and your sense of purpose in order to step into your power. Avoid subscribing to other people's opinion of you. You may be different or simply experiencing life in a different way, and there is room on this planet for everyone's idiosyncrasies. All right, it says, persevere if someone attempts to steal your thunder. If you are challenged by someone's vanity or ego or are drawn into a power struggle, you will discover your deepest resolve rises above conflict. You may be surprised by your ingenuity and ability to innovate. Align yourself with truth and humanitarian causes. I love this card. Again, Saturn sits in your 11th house, and Saturn is in its original sign in Aquarius. Okay, so although Pisces is your original, is specifically for you, Taurus, your 11th house, its energy there is bringing in so much structure into your life. All right. And it happens to be where you're having awakening with involving yourself and associating yourself with those that you're meant to collaborate with. And those people are humanitarians. Okay. Aquariuses are humanitarian people. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's look a little bit deeper into tarot. All right. I'm going to clear these out the way for a second. There we go. I'm going to be using the, what's this here? Tarot of the Owls. Tarot of the Owls. Heavy emphasis on community for you here. You're going to be experiencing many changes. All right, lots of changes. Saturn, South Node, past, and the energy of the 4th house comes out. Insane, right? You feel like you're all tied up where you are, right? Something's requiring action here. You need to release yourself out of the energy of envy of what others have, all right? Be grateful for what it is that you already have, is what Spirit is saying here. All right, just wanted to give that a good shuffle. What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? Wow, look at that. Right away. The energy of Moon in Taurus, the 6 of Pentacles. This card speaks about being gifted, all right, being supported by those overall who love you. All right. 6 of Pentacle energy. The Moon in Taurus is exalted, meaning it's comfortable there. Okay. I like that. You are definitely supported, being gifted. Again, I put it right over this energy here of Scorpio's energy, right? We spoke about being inherited something. I feel like you have a bird here that's giving you something and you're being inherited something. Okay. What do we have for Taurus? Wow. 5 of Cups. Look at that. Mars and Scorpio. This energy overall speaks about feeling a sense of loss, all right, disappointment, regret, possibly even about the past. Again, we see South Node here, all right? But I feel that you don't see what's on the other side of this, all right? See how you're crying over 3 spilled cups, but yet you have 2 behind you, all right? The 2 of Cups for you represents Cancer's energy, right? Cancer's energy for you is the energy of communication, all right? And Cancer for you sits in the 3rd house, opposing the energy of where the sun is at this time in Capricorn in the 9th house. The 9th house speaks all about spirituality. It's where you're able to really tune into higher knowledge, preparing yourself, right, for the sun in Aquarius, which for you is at its detriment. It doesn't work well, but it doesn't mean that you can't utilize that energy where you're enlightened, all right, about those that you're meant to come into collaboration with, or enlightened on your divine life path. Okay. What's the goal here for Taurus? What's the goal for Taurus? All right, 7 of Swords is the energy of the moon in Aquarius. You're meant to move independently, all right? Or learning how to move independently, learning how to come together and collaborate with others, but also utilizing the energy of Aquarius's energy independently. All right, so maybe your intellectual side is where you're meant to like focus in on some sort of studies, all right, innovations, technology, all right, and then tune into the energy of a humanitarian side and come into collaborations. How can you share those ideas with others? Okay, 7 of Swords energy can speak about envy, all right, or deception around you, but I don't feel that Spirit's going to set you up in that way. All right. Again, we see envy here. Envy is definitely the energy of deception. But I feel it's because you are doing so well in your transition that this could be others trying to come in and steal your shine, right? No, you don't allow that, because you learned how to love yourself, all right? Deal with the energy of pride. You've learned how to forgive, and you've learned how to stay open to love, all right? Overall, within yourself and to others, okay? Let's see here. I just seen the Tower and the Fool card. That's amazing. All right. So even though you've experienced towers, you've learned how to come out on top and start new chapters, all right? To stay on your divine life path. What does the past look like for Taurus? What did the past look like for Taurus? Oh, Two of Swords, all right? Having to face your fears, all right? Being at a crossroads here, having to make a specific decision, all right? Again, Libra's energy. That's the moon in Libra, all right? And we just had a, what was it, a solar eclipse? Or a lunar eclipse that we had in Libra in 2023, October. It was a solar eclipse in Libra that we experienced here. All right, so you're still working on this, Taurus. All right, and again, Libra falls in your 6th house. All right, you were at a crossroads in what you wanted to do for work. It's giving me your day-to-day routines, right? It's giving me overall your health, all right? And I can speak to this energy here. My daughter's a Taurus. In the summertime, she was doing boxing, all right? In school, she was doing soccer. She was doing basketball. She's very athletic, right? Overall, focused overall on her health. But what does she want to do long term? It's almost like pick your passion, right? What do you find yourself, or who do you find yourself collaborating with overall long term? You want to do basketball? Associate those who enjoy and love and have ideas doing basketball. Yeah? Okay. Now, what do we currently have for Taurus? Current position here, energy. Energy for Taurus. Wow. High Priestess energy. I feel that because you've gone through this transition, you have gone through some sort of awakening. You are now being illuminated with the energy of higher self. All right. You have learned how to really tune into and listen to your intuition and help it and let it guide you. All right. For what's meant to be there for you. All right. This is what? Pisces energy. And I said Saturn and Neptune currently are in Pisces, in your 11th house. All right, so those that you were meant to associate with, your intuition has been guiding you the entire time and putting you in placement and structured in with those people that you're meant to be with. All right, near future for Taurus. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. All right, you're going to be offered a new opportunity here. All right, something that gives you the energy of long-term stability and security. All right. This is interesting because this also speaks about learning new skills. All right, a change of environment, a new change of idea for work, right? And again, I'm using my daughter as reference. She's now coming out of middle school and transitioning into high school. So I've been working with her this year on what is it that she wants to do, what high school she wants to go to, what type of career does she want to have in the near future, right? So Ace of Pentacles, definitely. Knight of Pentacles, right? Taking your time, slowly being cautious. Look for something that you want to be devoted to, all right, while moving forward. All right, so let's see a little bit more on Taurus's energy here. Wow. Queen of Wands. Remain open to creativity. Remain open to learning new things. All right. Be open to working independently as well. All right. My daughter's really good when it comes to sports, but she's also really smart when it comes to math, right? So say if in the near future she experiences some sort of injury where she can't play basketball, God forbid, right? God bless her. But stay opening to other ideas and other opportunities gives you other possibilities where those doors are opened up to you. So that way you can push forward and go on a new path, right? I feel that that's what this Queen of Wands is saying. Queen of Wands' energy is Leo's energy. All right. Leo's energy for Tauruses is in the 4th house. It speaks about coming home to yourself. What do you find comforting in your overall energy that you can be creative with? Possibly even from home, right? All right. So what is the environment currently around Taurus? Wow. Look at that. Heavy on the Pisces, guys. Heavy, heavy on the Pisces. The current environment around you right now is you gaining a new perspective on life, right? Being open to change and daring to be different in every aspect in which you can be. All right? Again, Pisces for you, 11th house energy. Saturn sitting there for you. Amazing. With you taking this time out, taking a step back to be able to move forward in the right direction is what this is. All right? What do you fear, Taurus? What do you fear? Wow. You fear commitment? All right. Do you fear success? Do you fear celebrations because you're on the right path? All you have to do is have divine faith and trust, right? Amazing energy. Look at that. Spirit says you've invested wisely. This is Saturn and Taurus's energy. You've invested wisely in yourself is what this is saying. Right? All right, what is the overall for the reading for Taurus here? Wow. Queen of Cups. Look at that. I feel, again, you've learned to open yourself up to what? Forgiveness, love, and to accept that you see love in yourself and everyone else as well. And that's who the Queen of Cups is. She's very nurturing, compassionate. She is very loving overall. All right. And utilizing the element of water is what it is. All right. So she specifically represents Cancer. All right. So again, Cancer coming out in the 3rd house with Mercury's energy there. All right. It's given me, you've learned how to communicate overall through the energy of your intuition for you to be able to be guided on your divine life path. All right. You may have felt envy in the past. You've learned how to take action. You may have felt that you were all tied up due to this South Node energy, but Saturn's energy, the discipline, the authority, and the structure behind what it was that you were doing here in the 11th house and those that you were associating with gave you the ambition that you needed to accomplish your goals. All right. And I see the overall sense of home within self, that inner feeling, that inner emotional feeling has changed. And it's because why? You've learned how to be real with yourself. All right. Never be afraid to be bold and to make the first move when you feel that there are changes that need to be made. Why? Because there's always an inheritance behind something. All right. You are born with gifts that are given to you, and it may not look like everyone else's gifts. Okay. But you are meant to shine. Everyone is unique in their own way. Okay. And again, you're ruled by Venus. You're meant to look good. You're meant to love, right? You're meant to have lots of relationships and friendships. Okay. So maybe you just had to learn how to understand yourself first, is what I'm getting. All right. Down at the bottom of the decks, the energy of the 6 of Cups. All right. The past could have been very significant for you. All right. This could speak about childhood. All right. The Sun in Scorpio again. It's the endurance that you've had behind your overall maturity, your growth. Okay. Whew. Let's see here. What is this deck here? My higher self oracle. Looks like you've been focused on higher self. Obviously, we've had the North Node in your sign, right? All the way up until it switched over to Aries just last July. Let's see. What has your higher self learned here besides being open to love and being open to new relationships, right? And communication. Oh, you've learned how to accept that worry doesn't change anything. That's what it is. Okay. You learn how to accept that worry does not change anything. You have learned how to clear your overall energy. Okay. One more for Taurus. And thank you. All right. What did I say? 11th house energy. All right. Freedom. Aquarius's energy loves freedom, and Saturn has made many changes in your 11th house. All right. Freedom. I feel like Saturn being in the 11th house for you, again, it's working at its maximum strength. All right. Uranus being in your sign, right? Jupiter being in your sign. There's so much growth and expansion, abundance coming in for you, prosperity. There is higher knowledge within self and how to present yourself out there. Many changes to your overall look as well, right? First house energy. You've learned how to be free. You've learned how to be you. You've learned how to be real, is what it is. And I love that. I love that. Because it's an expression of who you really are, right? It's not you faking yourself out to the world. All right, let's get you some advice here from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. Moving forward, what can Taurus focus on? All right, I'm seeing lots of feminine energy here. Lots of feminine. I'll call out the signs as soon as I'm done here. But again, in the near future, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You're being presented with something new. All right, new work, something new. Wow. What came out was soulmates. Okay. It says you have tuned into the energy of harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, compassion. All right. Evolving and transforming, and a relationship fostering personal growth. I mean, I can't say it any other way. Your personal growth has been insane. Right? North Node energy in your first house has been insane. I'll read this card out for you and I'm going to end the reading. I'm at 57 minutes. 41 is the number. All right. It says here, you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results of each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to those people today. These are your greatest gifts. Okay? So, I mean, let's see here. Your prosperity message. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others, mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and even strangers. Open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. That's amazing. I mean, again, I was getting it through the whole reading. All right. The power of community and gathering around is very significant to your overall growth, right? All right, Taurus, I love you. I hope this reading resonated with you, and I'll see you guys soon.